Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. I'm not doing too bad myself. And today, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be sharing a story. And yes, it is true. I have been suspended. And yeah, today I'm going to be sharing my story with you guys because, why not? And I needed content, and since there was nothing to really react to, and I guess it'd be interesting. And yeah, quick intermission. Make sure to like and subscribe. It doesn't take much time, and yeah, and it's also free. And without further ado, let's play the intro and get into the video. So the story is situated around in 2018, and it was a sad story. And first of all, I just wanted to say I was only around, I don't know, like 10 or 9 at that time. And I really didn't know what to do because I was like a little child, and of course I've learned from those experiences. But yeah, I'm gonna share it. So this situated around 2018 when I was in year 4, and basically I had 2 friends, and they were like the popular kids, and as as many children would, they would try to fit in with the popular group. Well, at least that's what I did. And what happened afterwards was pretty funny. They always used to talk about like inappropriate stuff, about things. And then so what happened was, basically one day in class, one of my friends, let's say, I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm gonna call him Bob, and I'm gonna call the other one Billy. All right. So basically, Bob told me to pass this note to Billy, and I opened it to see what it was, and it was this inappropriate drawing. And so I'm like, I was confused, and I was like a little laughing, I was laughing a little bit, but of course I wasn't laughing so loud. And yeah, I passed it on to Billy, and then Billy looked at it. He was laughing as usual, and I don't think that was usual, but anyways. And then he wrote something inappropriate, from what I could tell. And then he gave it to me, and he said pass it on to Bob. And I looked at it. He wrote something inappropriate. I was laughing again, and I should have passed it on straight away without looking, because right at that moment the teacher came and took the note off me. And it was, I was just, my mind went black. I'm scared. I'm like, oh frick, what do I do? Right? Anyone would do that, because the teacher took it off me. I had the note, right? I had nothing to do with it. I was just, I passed the note. I could have told the teacher, but then I'm not a snitch, right? So I basically, I gave it to the teacher. So, well, she snatched it off me, and then what happened was she was surprised, because I went to a private school in year 4, and they were very strict. So something like little like that in a public school wouldn't really matter much. Like maybe you'd get like a detention or something, but like in my school it was serious, alright. And so the teacher was like really surprised, and she looked at me in a very stern way, and I was shivering at that point, and I really didn't know what to do, because I was 10 and I was an idiot at that time, so I really didn't. Yeah, I was really scared. And so then of course they found out, because the teacher saw Billy give the note to me, and I read the note, so she knew he was involved in it too. So then Bob was also involved in it too. So then this started around then a few days. There was a big investigation, and like we would always go to the principal's office to explain things. And basically she questioned me, and she thought I was the one who wrote the inappropriate thing, when in reality all I did was just pass the note, right? And it was pretty sad because I really didn't do anything wrong. I was just sitting there. He told me to pass it to Bob told me to pass it to Billy, and so I did. And the principal blamed me. Well, the deputy principal blamed me for writing that inappropriate message on the note, and I didn't do anything. Right? I asked, "Where's the proof?" Right? She just said, "Because your handwriting looks similar to the writing on the note," which this is why I personally like to have the best handwriting as possible because of that situation. And the teacher, the deputy principal, wouldn't give up believing that I was the one who wrote it. So I gave up. I just gave up trying to explain anything to her, and I just said I did it. And and I got a suspension. At that point, I started crying right in front of the deputy principal. It was a depressing moment, and I cringed back looking at that moment. And also, the two people, yes, they also got in trouble because the one Bob, they found out eventually that it was him who started it, so he got a 2-day suspension, and Billy and I got a one day suspension because they found out it wasn't me who wrote anything, but that was after the suspension. But they did know that Bob was the one who started everything. So that's why he got a 2-day suspension and I got a 1-day suspension, right? And then, of course, as I was a little child, I ran. My mom came to pick me up, and I ran to her, and I was crying in her arms. And that was really nothing much. And because I was only a little kid and I was stupid, so I really didn't know what else to do. So my mama eventually, once the deputy principal gave me the suspension note, so then she called my mom after I went back to class, and my mom figured out, and she wasn't really mad at me, okay? So when I went home, I thought my parents were gonna give me the biggest beating of my life, but really they didn't. They were just quiet, my dad was like, bruh, literally his face was the bruh face. But in all honesty, my parents really didn't care. They were just like, okay, just don't do that again. And so basically I got suspended for no reason, but the school found out eventually. But that's really it, I guess. And I try not to be friends with those types of people anymore. And I guess the moral of the lesson is that if you just don't make friends with people who are stupid, because if you do stupid like that, I'm saying if they're stupid like that, then don't go and make friends with them, because in all honesty, you're just gonna lose. What happened to me is gonna happen to you. So that's basically the moral of the story. And it's not really a story, it's just a life experience that I cringe back to, but really that's all I have to say. And I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. I guess if you guys want more of this, make sure to like and subscribe, and maybe comment down if you want more story times like this and of my really, really interesting and weird life. So make sure to like and subscribe as always, because it's free and it takes less than a second, and I'm not gonna force you to do anything. So do it if you want, if you enjoy my content. And this is Pointless, and I'll see you guys in the next video.